First met Roger in about 1985 when he stuck a needle in my backside. He was the neuroradiologist who did my first myelogram for some back issues I was having back then, and that's how I met him.
Well, I first met Roger when I was looking for a place to relocate from the Army.
I had the privilege of working with Dr. Gilbertson over 25 years.
My relationship with Roger Gilbertson goes back a quarter of a century, actually.
Well, it goes back 30 plus years, and I've known him as a golf partner, most importantly.
My name is Roger Gilbertson. I'm the namesake of my father, Roger. It's certainly been difficult living up to all his accolades, but it's certainly been an honor being named after him.
I was chair of the board at Concordia, and Roger was one of the board members that I was always comfortable going to and talking about problems and issues.
Well, I think that his professional achievements, he really started neuroradiology as a discipline in Fargo-Moorhead and really brought that new service from his training at the University of Minnesota to the group of neurosurgeons and neurologists that were practicing in Fargo at that time.
What professional accomplishments over the years? How much time do you have? He's an amazing man. First would have been when the Sanford merger. I was on the board at the time of AmeriCare, and the board and Roger were looking for his successor, and that was this guy named Kelby Krabanoff.
Roger was well known as sort of a forerunner as we were all bringing together the physician enterprise in clinics as well as hospitals.
So the accomplishments that I'm aware of Dr. Gilbertson that I witnessed directly, I would say was the transformation of the Economic Development Corporation. We had gone through a governance change under his chairmanship and led to a focus of quality of position for our organization rather than quantity, which was the metric at the time. We also transformed the organization into a metro-wide regional economic development corporation during Roger's time.
I'm fortunate in that because of him, I picked up a nickname, Downtown Dave. If I'm Downtown Dave, then he's Dr. Downtown. Because for that decade that we were doing this downtown project together, he led our board, he led the Renaissance Zone Authority, and the members of that group. He has his fingerprints all over this downtown project.
His personality, I think, is such that he's very passionate at whatever he does.
I would consider Roger's personality to be very open, welcoming in my own experience. Roger is considered an intellectual on many levels, a mentor, but always brought a calming sense of wisdom to any subject matter that we were discussing.
I think people know that my dad's a pretty passionate person, and whatever he gets involved with, he gives 100%.
He is just a very nice person to work with. He was always caring about the employees that he worked with. He always had the patients and families first in his mind.
He likes people, and he's a very outgoing type of person. What you see is what you get. He doesn't tell you one thing one day and something else the next.
As I became a leader in the business community in Fargo some years ago, I considered him at least in the top 5 of people I'd most like to emulate. He has tremendous curiosity. He's always asking why. Why don't we do it this way? He has a tremendous ability to communicate, and I think one of the things that I most enjoy is his charisma, his smile, his hearty laugh.
I would describe Roger as maybe many things. Jolly comes to mind.
Roger's kind of a sweet Nordic Scandinavian guy. He's got a gentle laugh, and he's got that sort of high-pitched giggle that goes when he sees something funny or when he thinks he's made a mistake.
Roger, through his positive approach and his just good-natured sense about himself, was able to engage people.
Roger's personality is one that he clearly understands what it takes to be a leader and the responsibilities that go with that.
He absolutely loves to play golf and golf should love him more, especially the putting and chipping part.
Roger's a very competitive person, likes to win, and that goes in business or at play.
I probably should remind Roger that when he hired me, I had brown hair and more of it. And I tend to blame my kids, but I think over the years that I was working with Roger, my hair got whiter and it got a lot thinner.
When we were kids and playing hockey, one of the big rivalries, of course, was Fargo North playing Fargo South. And in hockey, and frequently my dad would wear this big yellow puffy coat to all the hockey games, so I could always see him in the stands. And during one of the end of the games, there happened to be a big brawl, and I happened to be in the middle of it. And my dad wanted to, of course, rush down and help me. And one of his friends had reached and grabbed his coat to try to contain him. And the next thing you know, all he was holding was a big puffy yellow coat. And my dad had run down and was over top of the plexiglass trying to grab players to pull him off me. So maybe sometimes a little bit too involved.
Roger had so many things that he contributed as a mentor, as a leader within the community, and it didn't matter what issue that we were discussing, he always brought some perspective, a sense of calmness.
As I reflect back on the great times that I've had with Roger, probably some of the best times was at the end of the day. He and I would often get together and have a glass of wine. He'd talk to me about his issues in running and sitting where he sat. And he would always listen to me talking about the various issues that I had. That made a great friendship between Roger and I, which I hold very true and dear today.
He always took care of the patients and the families. And for the employees, he always had an open door policy. All employees knew we could walk in with our issues, concerns. He may not have agreed with all of us all the time, and you would definitely get an answer that maybe you didn't like, but you respected him when you walked out the door.
I think because of his passion and his leadership, when he puts his mind to something and wants to do it, he gets it done and is very passionate, and thus makes all the people around him passionate about whatever task he takes on.
Well, I think the two words that would describe why he should receive the award are vision and passion.
He is so deserving because he has been there through so many times, great times and difficult times for the community, and I believe he's left a real mark.
The reason I believe he's so deserving of the award is that it is a recognition of a leader in the community in the region that has made a difference, and there couldn't be anybody more deserving than Roger. What kind of a leader could do more and impact this community more than Roger?
Legacy is about individuals making decisions or driving decisions or facilitating decisions that will be felt very real by our community for generations to come. And that's exactly what he has done.
Roger is deserving of the Legacy Leader Award for many reasons, for ultimately contribution and service to our community. The organization that he worked for all the various organizations where he served as a board member, he was a visionary, he was a leader.
Because of Roger, a lot is getting done in Fargo-Moorhead and with the chamber. And I think you couldn't find a better recipient this year.
I believe that Roger deserves the Legacy Award for his accomplishments at AmeriCare, the merging of two organizations. Roger also served on the Cass County Development Board, and Roger was the first chairman of the Renaissance Board that did such a great job in getting downtown Fargo developed.
I must say that if there is a co-chair to the award, I would give it to my mother. She was always there supporting him 100%, and then also taking care of us three kids, so that allowed him to really be able to do what he did in the medical field, and then also with these other community groups with the Downtown Partnership.
With Roger Gilbertson, you can't get 5 minutes into a conversation about anything unless he's talking about his kids and his grandkids and his wonderful wife. And that's Roger. They're probably in the room, and I hope they're hearing this because you've made him what he is by being there. He went home every night something pretty stable, and we all appreciate that.
Roger, congratulations on the Legacy Leader Award. Well done and well deserved.
Roger, congratulations on the Legacy Leader Award. You are a remarkable leader of this community. Congratulations. Well done and well deserved.
Roger, my sincere congratulations to you on this tremendous recognition. There is no one more deserving that I can think of in the Fargo-Moorhead community than you.
Congratulations, Dr. Gilbertson. This is a well-deserved award.
Congratulations, Roger.
Congratulations, Roger, on receipt of the Legacy Award. You deserve it.
Roger, congratulations on winning the Legacy Leader Award.
Roger, congratulations.
Congratulations, Father, on all your accomplishments and this award in particular. I've always been very proud of you, and this is no exception. Congratulations.